Okay, guys, this is on the coordinate planes for the January 5th Bellringer. So go back and look at that and see how you did on that. So it says Lola marks the location on her school at -2, -5, and the library at 7, -5 on the grid. Each unit on the grid represents 1 mile. So we're going to go and we're going to plot these. So we always start right here at where the points, the x-axis and the y-axis cross, and that's at 0, 0. Okay, so we're going to start at the school with -2. So we're going to go back 2, and then -5. So that means we're going to go down to down 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this is -2, -5. Okay, and then we're going to go to 7, -5. So we're going to start at 0, 0 and go over to 7. So that's positive. So we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And -5 would be down. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. It says 5, so we need to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And that would be 7, -5. So it wants to know what is the distance in miles between Lola's school, so here's the school, and the library. And it says, so each unit represents 1 mile, so we can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So it's going to be 9 miles is the distance. So we're just counting the units between these two. And this is for, this is also the next one on 1-5. So I'm going to leave the answer choices off so we can see this better. In the coordinate grid, point Z is located at 5, 2. So we're going to, it says which point on the coordinate grid is closest to point 5 to point Z. So we're going to go ahead and plot this location 5, 2 for point Z. So 5 is going to be, start at 0, 0. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, because that's our positive. And then up 2. So here's our point. 5, 2. And that's point Z. Okay, and when it says which one is it closest to, well, obviously it's going to be closer to point K. So your answer would be point K. Okay, this is the next day, 1-6. It says use the following information to answer the question. Maggie draws a coordinate plane of various locations in town. Each unit on the plane equals 1 block. What is the location of the store on the coordinate grid? So these are a little blurry, but there's the library, the store, home, and school. And we want to know where the store is. The store. So we'll start at 0, 0, and we're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we know that first point is going to be 5. And then we're going to go up 2. So it's going to be 5 and then positive 2, because this is our positive direction. And then when we go up, that's also positive. Okay, so 5, 2, which would be that second one. Okay. Genova marks the location of her favorite store at 9-4 and the park at -3-4 on the grid. Each unit on the grid represents 1 mile. What is the distance in mile between Genova's favorite store and the park? So we just have to plot these. The store is at 9-4, so that's all, they're both positives. So it means we're going to be going this way and we're going to go up. So 9, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. and then up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. So 9, 4, and that is the store. And the park is at -3, so we're going to go back from 0, 0. We're going to go back 3. 1, 2, 3, and up 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. -3, 4. And this is the park. Oops, sorry, I cut that one off. There we go. So each unit on the grid represents 1 mile. What is the distance in miles between Genova's favorite store and the park? So let's count. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So between here and here, there is 12 miles. That would have been the last one. Okay. And this is our last one, our last two. So let's start with this one. Guadalupe plots 4 points on the coordinate plane. The locations of each point are shown in the table. Which point is located in quadrant 2? Well, if we take, our axis, your quadrant 1 is going to start here, and it's always going to be positive, positive. Our quadrant 2 is going to go this way, and it's going to be negative, positive. And this would be quadrant 3, which is going to be negative, negative. And then quadrant 4, and this is how you're going to see them, they're going to be in Roman numerals, is going to be positive, negative. So this is just something we're gonna want to keep in mind, and maybe go ahead and stop and write it down in your notebook as a note. So where's quadrant 2? Quadrant 2 is going to be the negative number, which would be x. So point x. Okay, because if we go back 7 and down 7, well, that's quadrant 3. I'm sorry, guys. My bad. We're looking at quadrant 2. So quadrant 2 is negative and a positive. So which one has a negative and a positive? It would be z. So point z, which is -10. So go back to -10, which would be around here, and then up 4. So it'd be in here somewhere. Okay, so that's quadrant 2. And our last one right here says, in a coordinate plane, what is the distance between -4, 12 and -4, -1? And that is going to be 13 units. And on these, I just looked, these are the same. So I'm going to count the difference between 12 and -1. So between -1, you go -1, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and that's 13 units. So there's a difference of 13 units. You could take an old coordinate plane, like pull this one back up if you need to, and you could plot it on here if you needed to see that visually. But there's going to be a difference of 13 units. Okay, y'all make sure you go back and check your answers and look at these. So.